It's relaxing being in the corner, you know? Apparently it's very relaxing to be in the corner. If you head northwest from here, you'll find Lewin, the City of Hope. Wasn't I just there already? Have I been doing things out of order? I mean, probably, but still. Legend has a unicorn lives in this area. It seems the unicorn will appear before a pure maiden. And then sometimes the village of the unicorn appears on the surface of Lake Umasi. Umasi. Hello? Treasure Martel. Lionel? Lewin? Bill? What? Bill? What's going on here? You play dirty. You end everything with an L. Okay, anyways. Probably not a great idea, because I don't have a lot of gold. Yo, Matt, what up, brother? I'm not much in you. How's Neon doing in Everwood? Everwood. What's over here? I'm just messing around, trying to figure out my way in this game. It seems so weird not to have like a better idea of where I am, unfortunately. Crawling forward, step by step by step. I gotcha. But how you doing tonight, dude? Having a good night? And a good day, I hope? Welcome to the city of Asgard. Useful. Alright. In order to cross over Harkonisia Peak up ahead, you need a road pass. There are 100 million gallons per person. Would you like one? 2, please. How can possibly not? Sorry. How can we possibly buy that? I suppose you'll have to cross the ocean from Isolde and head for Palma Costa. It's sad being poor, isn't it? Damn it, we have to go back to Isolde. He's got a regular risk averse. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you mean in that one, Matt. I love to be fair, that's also kind of why it's kind of it's funny to watch Neon a lot of times. Because he is so... He's so cautious in a lot of ways. I'm garbage. I had shot 2 and had a fever. Now I'm feeling gross. Oh, man. That sucks, dude. Please tell me it's not the Rona and it's just a normal fever. What? You can't talk to me from... What if I want information, lady? When was the vortex in? It's turning all the night. I still don't really need to stay right now. Cool. Dude, I'm glad to hear that. That's good, man. It's a small inn, but please make yourself at home. I'm just gonna use your save point. There we go. So, you told me before that this is a game you've played and you really like, right, Matt? Is there any information that I can glean out of you in terms of like, not even like tips and stuff like that, but like, so in a lot of other JRPGs especially, the church is like a very, I don't want to say big part, but it's a definite part of the game. Either it's like a save point, or it's like you know what I mean, in that kind of regard. And it feels like in this game, it feels like they're like the Church of Martel, not useful at all in a lot of ways. I don't want to say plot relevant, because if you look at the Dragon Quest games, they're not plot relevant. They're very much a place where you can save and like you can heal up and you can uncurse yourself. So I don't call that plot relevant as much as like game relevance. Whereas like the Church of Martel doesn't really feel relevant at all in this game. The only way to show up that Wonder Chef is to obtain the legendary ingredients. Where is Wonder Chef in this town, by the way? That's a good question. Is there more to the Church of Martel than I'm seeing already? Welcome to Gale. Okay, that's fine then. I really don't want to buy any kind of items right now. Maybe later. As long as it has like some kind of relevance to the game, that's fine. It just felt so weird that it had like nothing so far. It's just what one would expect from a city of tourism and ancient ruins. Wonderful. If we can revive... Oh, actually, you know what? If this had been a brand new game... I hate to say brand new, but if this had been a newer game, I actually can picture and I can actually imagine in my head how amazing this room would look. And this is not me dragging on the game. I think what they did with this room with such a limited capacity is actually really incredible. Like, it looks really cool, despite the fact that it's an older game. Right now, the church is what sponsors your journey. Okay, that's what I want to know. If we revive the knowledge of the ancients, I wonder if it will make our lives easier. Yeah, the game aged very well. I think part of what it is, though, Matt, is that they didn't really try and go too high on graphics, except for this. Go F yourself, game. I hate this. But like, other than that, I mean, dude, this looks great. Looks fantastic. Ugh. This should never have been it. Or like this one really looks like it has a broken arm. No. Anyways. But this room, I find like this room is a testament more to what it is. Whereas like where they kind of went like a little bit more out, and like I like it. This is the Shrine of Rites. It is said that the maidens who perform the ritual used to spend a night in this shrine. There are hardly any traces of ancient civilization left. It's almost as if they were intentionally erased by somebody. So Matt, when you're not like playing video games and like working like a dog like the rest of us, what do you do, dude? I'm a swordsmith, master of the flame. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I know what this is. Why am I asking what it is? I know exactly what this is. What the flying F is this? Dude, this is Tales of Symphonia, Pearl. A GameCube aged era game for the Tales series. If you want to hurry up and leave. Whatever. That's not a bad upgrade. We're trying to get to the point where the upgrades are getting decent. Unfortunately, I can't afford anything. Oh well. And as we all know, it's always better to buy weapons anyways. You know life pretty hard? No game, no life? What's up, Pearl? How you doing, man? You have a good night today, dude? Oh, these guys. All work, games, school. Dude, that I feel so hard, man. Like, I really do. Over here on the right is one of Asgard's most famous places, the Mural Tunnel. Along with the stone dais deep in the city, it is a famous tourist spot. Oh, interesting. Over the Whirlwind. Okay. I'd love to buy more stuff, but I really can't afford anything. What are your food options, Pearl? And how late is it where you are? Is it only 11 p.m. right now? This shows the formation of the pact between the famous Cleo the First and the summoned Spirit of the Winds. I have to say, this is an impressive display. I'm glad I came. You know what? I'm gonna stop. I'll stop what I'm doing for a couple seconds or a couple minutes, and I'll kind of put it in a more perspective way. Like, I'll try. It's 1 p.m. So what are your options then, Pearl? For food, I'll give you like an idea. It's easy to feel emptiness, man, especially with what's going on right now. You kind of have to, and I know you've probably heard this from other people as well, Matt. But I will say this, man, it's not just you. Whoa, Geyser's here. It's not just you, Matt. A lot of people out there are feeling empty. Money, 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 money. Anyway, sorry. A lot of people are feeling empty, Matt. A lot of people are just not feeling like they want to do anything with their life right now. It's very hard with what's going on, and it's very hard to see the end in sight. Is that what your emptiness? Would you say your emptiness is related to that, guys, Matt? Also, Geyser. Everybody's gonna pay. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Okay, well, Pearl, have you forgotten that you love yourself recently? Because if you forgot you love yourself, go with Taco Bell. Okay, so I can, you know what, I can speak more from experience for that one, Matt, than anything else. There are a lot of days where I just sit in bed and I'll just watch garbage YouTube, even stuff that I've seen before. I don't even watch stuff like The Office or like Friends or anything like that. Like, I see people doing that as well, and they also probably feel passionate as well. And it's because it's so hard in this world sometimes to get to where your passion is. I didn't forget to hate myself. So if you remember that you hate yourself, Pearl, go with the Taco Bell, because your stomach and your butt will hate yourself. Will hate you. McD's is some hates. Personally, though, my favorite, Pearl, out of those two, is Arby's or Wendy's. Does Arby's currently have the deep fried chicken the deep fried turkey sandwiches? But yeah, sorry, Matt. It can still be hard to get passion these days in this day in general, Matt. I don't know what your situation is. I can tell you for my situation, it's because I generally don't have my life the way I want it to be. It's not even to say like, oh, I could do this and that. It's more like I've never really found. No, Arby's is good, Geyser. I like Arby's. But also, Geyser. Also, the curly fries are tier 1, and the deep. Goddamn, you're gonna make me pull up. Goddamn photos now. But yeah, sorry, Matt. It's I'm stuck. I don't want to say I'm stuck, but like I'm stuck in a world where I have to work to live, and I don't want to work because nothing really interests me in work. I've never found a work in my life that I wanted to do and that I was passionate about unless you consider streaming work. That's exactly. I don't know what I want in life, Matt. I want my aim in life is to be able to do whatever I want. I'm going to, guys. It's gonna happen, dude. And I think it's normal especially now, Matt, for it to look like that. Oh, that's fine. All right, guys, you brought this on. You brought this on yourself, brother. It's always food photos, dude. Guys, look at these and tell me that they don't look goddamn delicious. These are deep. I don't want to open that. These are deep fried turkey sandwiches, guys. Open that goddamn view image. Where's the view image here? There it is. That's also true, Matt. Honestly, like it is part of it sometimes. Excuse me. So yeah, Pearl, if they currently have this at your Arby's, go for this. That's what I would say. Also, guys, I was watching some WWE network. I was watching some WWE A&E stuff recently, and they had the $1 Million Man on. They had something from the $1 Million Man on there recently. All right, Pearl. See you later, buddy. It's turkey, making it better for you. It's deep fried, making it much worse for you. Yeah, man, bring me back some an ice cream cone. Dude, that's 100%. That's 100% true, Matt. Honestly, and that's kind of the biggest issue right now. Who has the energy for that work? I think Geyser put best, Matt, when he said it to. He told me about the story he told his brother, which is basically that you rent your time to the highest bidder right now, and that's kind of shit. It's kind of shitty in general. I'll be on for at least another half an hour, Pearl. I promise you. But that's kind of what it is, like, Matt. It's what it comes down to. Let me see if I can find. for Geyser. Yeah, man, that's 100% what it is. I know, Geyser. If I can't find it here, I'll see if I can get it right now. I don't know. It's not coming up anywhere. Basically, right now, Geyser, they were saying that the evaluation of the $1 million belts is up to $350,000. Okay, I promise, Pearl. I won't show any more. I'm just gonna show some terrible pictures instead. We can dance. We can dance. Everybody, look at your pants. Hey, man, anytime you want, Matt. Honestly, it's great. I have no problem with that. I'm gonna try to find the thing for Geyser because it was really cool. Ah, here it is. Perfect. Sorry, guys. Geyser.
About the memorabilia, it takes you back because they represent a moment in time.
I mean, I can't even turn off the subtitles even for right now. There you go.
Fine. They represent a character. They represent.
There you go, guys. What do you think? I know, guys. That's why I showed it to you. I'm like, this is guys will love seeing this. It's only $350,000, Geyser. Though they'll never sell it. Our couple's model for life is heavily warped. I think the dog-eat-dog of world of global couples eating at the core. Yeah, Geyser. That's exactly what it comes down to. And I think you put it better than I ever could, Geyser. But it's fairly the way it's pretty much the way I feel. My camera's way off, by the way. It's pretty much the way I feel. It's like it's $350,000 American, by the way, Geyser. Not Australian, American. USD. And I think it's harder and harder to get up every day and sell your time to whoever is willing to pay you to do a garbage job or any kind of job. And like, I'm not saying you can't be fulfilled in life. You know, like you can't. I'm not saying you can't work a job that's fulfilling, but even that job that's fulfilling, it's usually not going to be your passion. You know. Yeah, 520K, 1,000K, but you still won't be able to buy it, guys. They're not selling them. So this is what I was trying to tell you guys. This is a new show they're putting out right now. Yeah, something like that for wrestling belts. Worth it, huh, Geyser? So right now, what they're doing is they're putting out this new show, Geyser. It's called WWE. Was it Value Treasure, something like that? What's this thing called again? Most Wanted Treasures, basically. And it's about them sending out the superstars, Geyser, to go pick up the stuff that was sold or like given away for like a future Hall of Fame, slash, I don't know, physical place they're gonna put all the stuff into, Geyser. It's very cool. Like you can see some of the other stuff they have out here. Everybody has a price. I mean, you're not wrong. If you found $2 million in your pocket, Geyser, I'm sure you could probably buy it. But like this thing, like the original Undertaker's coffin, Geyser. They're showing like Andre the Giant's boots. Like imagine like a pair of boots worth $30,000. I mean, the idea, Matt, is that there's enough resources in the world that we hopefully can, share everything. I wish I had the answer to that. Honestly, I wish I did. There's only one original. There are other versions of it, but there's only one original. Yes. Like Matt, I will always say I do not have the answer to these questions. I don't have the big brain to be able to support them. There has to be a method though where we can distribute resources properly. At the same, like it's the same question of like, do we really need that? Like, what do billionaires add to this world? Personally, Matt, I would like to see something more along the lines of space exploration taking place, where humans don't, or because humans are such garbage, because we as humans are such garbage people. I would like us to be able to have a second planet, or a third planet, or a fifth planet. Like space colonization, I think is where we need to be, because I don't know how the human race is going to stop from destroying this one. Which is really shitty to say, but it's how I feel. It just is. We haven't shown yet that we're able to not destroy a planet. So, what? So give an example of a scarce commodity that people would need. Pretty much, Geyser. Like, I understand what yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, Matt, what do you consider? What, like, give me an example? Yeah, like I was saying, give an example of what's scarce. No, I know what the meaning of scarce is. I'm saying, give an example of a commodity that's scarce. Like, is gold and diamonds scarce? Do we need diamonds in our life? Not really. I think diamonds need to go to what's going to be made out of diamonds. Like, if your question is like, who gets? Yeah, there is shortage. Yes. Oh, there is no shortage. Yeah. Like, if your question is like a rare space metal, is it like a uranium? I understand, like, sure, but we don't specifically need to have all the rare earth metals used in phones. That's the thing. Like, at the same token, Matt, like, so I don't want to be this guy who has all these conspiracy theories. I really don't. I know what you're trying to get to. It's like saying, like, what happened? Like, how do we get new cars? A lot of time, a lot of our stuff that's built for us nowadays, Matt, is built in the idea that it's gonna break in 3 to 5 years. The expensive stuff, at the very least, so that it requires replacing. It's not just that, Geyser. Like, you don't need a new phone every year, right? Like, it's just one of those things. And again, it's just one, like, yes, exactly. That's also part of it, Geyser. Like, it is true. At the same time, Matt, the idea that if something is really that scarce, we should be trying as hard as we can, if we need more of it, to be able to make it ourselves. If we can manufacture something that's more scarce, the scarcity goes away as well. But that's also why I'm saying, like, I need to, like, you have to kind of give an example of, like, what would be scarce enough that we'd have to share it in some way. Rocket fuel? Like, the idea also is, Matt, that when we're talking about dividing everything, it's not about 17 or 200 different world governments, right? You're talking about one world order. You're talking about the new world order. Yeah, pretty much. But, like, the question of where, if something really is scarce, where does it go? In the world where you're paid UBI just to do whatever you want in your life, Matt, the scarcity goes to where it's needed the most. That's it. And if it's not needed that much, then it's not really scarce. Yeah, that'd be great, Geyser. I would love that, man. Honestly, one world government, one world order would be great. Geyser, can we call it the New World Order? The NWO? It's whatever society deems it's whatever society deems needs the most, Matt. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what to tell you other than that. Like you're asking the wrong guy. Like you're asking the guy who's like, where should we like if you had $1 million to give to charity, where would you give it? Which charity would you give it to? I don't know. Not because I don't have a charity that I like, not because I don't care about charity, but because I'm not the right person to ask where to send money to. I don't know about that, Matt. That's the problem. At the same token, when you're talking about like automation and everything like that, in automation, a lot of the when automation gets to a certain level, those decisions are made for you as well. Something like that, Geyser. Runes are boring. I thought the summer spirit of wind is quite big. Besides these minerals, there's also a stone dice in the deepest part of the city, upon which your rituals perform once a month. Cool. Oh yeah, you're so. Same for Canada, guys. You know, like it's exactly what it is. And please, Matt, I don't want you to think that I'm attacking you. Like me and guys are not trying to gang up on you, dude. I'm really not. So if there's one child medicine left and you have an old person in imminent danger and a young person with less risk, do you treat the old because the need is more immediate or the young because they have more potential life ahead of them? I mean... no, but hold on, Geyser. But we like, hold on. So we did, Geyser. We did ask Matt. Sorry, I feel like I was shouting over my sound. We did ask Matt to give an example of a scarce commodity. That's fair. We asked specifically. That's how it goes. Like he tried to give an example. It's not. It's not specifically about like if that doesn't exist or not. We asked him for an example. That's fair. Unfortunately, if there's only one left, the question has to be. Not only does the young person with less so that's not those aren't enough factors. Is the young person with less risk does the young person with less risk have more potential to do something? How old is the old person who needs it immediately? Does the old person have knowledge or have a specific skill that only they can do or that's very hard to come by? Is the old person someone who's in charge or immediately responsible for a lot more life around him? Yeah, it sucks, Matt. Like, you don't want to have to put a value on life. That's kind of like what you're asking, right? Like, but I think that was also like a very, very like out there scenario, as opposed to like the question of like, oh, what do we do with this like one piece of star metal that fell to the earth? This last piece of delicious corn. That's okay, Mats. Geyser. That's the problem. That is the problem with that question. It is true. That's why I said like it's not the question. That's great. That's a great answer. Unfortunately, man, like I said, a better example would have to be something else. Yeah, I mean, guys, if every factor is the same, then it's the young, sure, but that's not the only factor that can go into that decision, guys. You know that. I honestly hate that question, Matt, because I always find that this AI driven car is always like the question is always who does it hit, but what happened to that this AI driven car was put into this situation? I'm not saying it can never happen, but the problem is that we have like I've always said that AI driven cars should not be like half and half. You really shouldn't be putting AI driven cars on the road with people who don't have AI driven cars. That's true, Geyser. You have to outperform the AI. I would never make it, Geyser. I'd be dead. Looks like there aren't any customers on Dragons coming on Dragons coming today. It's boring. Even though just a little while ago we used to get lots of characters from Loon. What's here? Yeah, that's exactly it, guys. Like, I think with AI, it really is unfortunate. AI-driven cars. I think it is unfortunate, but you either have to build your world around AI-driven cars, which is to say that everyone has to have it. Not even just 90%. You gotta have like 98, 99, 100% of people having AI-driven cars. Plus, your roads have to be maintained in a specific way for AI-driven cars to be able to drive them. It's not as cut and dry as like who's the AI driver hit. Like, I get that, but that's because we put the AI in a bad situation already. I mean, I can understand that, Matt. The biggest issue is that what do you do when you don't want to, when you can't find something you want to do in life? And I like me and guys have talked about this a fair amount. Matt, it's like, look, so in this world, all we want to do is automate and automate and automate and automate, and everything we want everything automated, which is great. I have no problem with automation. This is not complaining about automation. But in this world, all we want is more automation, which is fine and great. But we're not putting any systems into place to replace people at that point. The more we automate, the less we need people to actually work and do all their jobs and do most jobs. A lot of jobs in this life can be done by automation as well. Lately, the number of people traveling on dragons has dropped drastically. It's truly sad. That's all you have to tell me? Is that sad? Cool, thanks, dude. It's sad. It's sad. Hey, buddy. Because that Lunar Aisha was chosen to be the next ritual dancer. I've never played that game. Welcome to Fresco. Hell no. It's expensive. 300 gold a night? Some kind of rip-off artist? Also, I'm really digging this town music. I'll have to look into it then. Would you please move? Can you see me in the middle of cleaning? Jesus. You also gonna tell me to move? What? Oh, I'm sorry. Please wait just a little while longer. What am I waiting for? I do, Geyser. But I know you're asking Matt. Did I miss anything up here? I think I did. What you got over here? Yes, over here. Oh, for you, my beloved, a mere hotel or two like this is a small price to pay. Something I can stay in a fabulous hotel. Oh, is this a whole town full of hotels? Interesting. Yeah, we had snow today too, Matt. Crazy goddamn weather. $400 gold? No, come on. There's no way I'm paying 400 gold to stay in your crappy hotel. Your crappy, elegant, gorgeous hotel. Whose rooms are exactly the same as the crappy hotel. Hello? I'll be done cleaning soon. This is the next room in the meantime. Is there a reason there's 4 beds in this room? Guys, that would be really honestly amazing. Giving your money to a private entity that is not concerned with you versus a government service that has no motivation for profits. That would be great, but I'm with you guys there. I don't see it happening in our life either, or my life either. Did I get over here? Oh, it's just the cats. Yeah, I know what that is. Okay. Let me cross this. Nothing. A broken bridge. So, Matt, I can say the biggest problem we face right now isn't just about changing one thing. You know, like, so... Sorry. Basically, say, Matt, like, so when we guys are talking about, like, having a one world government, we're talking about having universal basic income. Yeah, it has to be systemic changes. It can't just be one change. Like, it's nice to say, oh, UBI should be something we should have. UBI should be something we should have. But we can't have UBI in this world. It doesn't really work. Yeah, but that's the guy. But Matt, I'm not saying UBI. That's what I'm saying. The argument's not about UBI. Most people agree that UBI is a good thing. I shouldn't say most. More and more people are saying UBI probably should be a good thing. The problem is the system doesn't support UBI. Yeah. Here, Matt, I have here. Check out this article that I had for in Canada recently. If I can find it. Let's see here. Oh, there's even a new one out. It's crazy. Okay, let's see here. This one. This one, Matt. Look at this is what Canada's been doing recently. And Geyser, check us out. Geyser, I don't know what's in this article. I have not yet read this one, Geyser. But this is a new article that came out this week. So I have no idea how accurate that article is, Geyser. But it's definitely new information, from what it seems like. You think so, Geyser? 2030? Oh man, where's that Pete hiding? Pete's a master hider. Oh, where is he hiding? He's over here. He's not over there. Okay. Hello? Certainly my daughter too is... Oh goddess, please. Oh goddess, please what? Also, we've seen global peak oil. So entire swaths of the U.S. and other Western countries or pseudo-Western nation. Let's take a drive. You taking off, Mats? Aisha was chosen for the sacrifice because she associates with that half-elf. Hey, Matt. Thank you very much for coming by. Sorry, me and Geyser bombarded you with all the socialist. Oh, okay. But yeah, honestly, like I said, dude, it's just, I don't know. Like, I would love to be able to just. Oh, okay, cool. That's good. Like, Matt, I'll put it in a way that, like, for myself, because I can only talk for myself, right? I would love UBI for one reason, Matt, and just because, again, like we were talking before, I'll bring it full circle, right? No, I know, Matt, I know. Don't worry about that. Matt, I don't look at you and go, oh, Matt's just trying to put me... No, Matt's just calling me a socialist, or Matt's like trying to put me in a bottle or a box or anything like that. I'm not worried about that. Like, you can't hurt my feelings that way. Yeah, that's fair. I will never recover until that province changes. Yeah, that's true also, Geyser. So, I'll bring it back full circle, Matt. The same way that I don't feel... passionless about a lot of things I do, Matt. If I had access to UBI and I wasn't required to work 40 hours a week, and instead I worked, let's say, 20 hours a week, I would live a much happier life. The idea of working would not be as off to me. I could do what I wanted, even if all I wanted to do was consume media, because my passion is to consume media. I could do that. So just from that point of view for myself, being able to be passionate about, like I said, consuming media, talking, like Matt, like the reason I love streaming and the reason I've come back to streaming all the time is because I love to talk to you guys. I love talking to you. I love talking to Geyser. I'm cut. Like all the people who come here that are regulars. Excuse me. I really enjoy talking to them, despite like having a small audience. It's something I do enjoy. Whether and this is before even COVID started. This is unrelated to COVID. I have my own friends outside of Twitch also, but I like being able to talk to people. Thomas Paine thought that once we had better working apparatuses, we would work less. Like, he thought that we'd work 24 hours a week, or not that would be insane. See, it's even crazier, guys, here, because 40 hours a week is not even that much compared to what people are working. I know people out there who work a lot more than 40 hours a week just to make ends meet. I was out for Isha, but this is for the sake of city. This is a hobbit hole? Excuse me. Oh crap! I forgot to ask, Geyser. I'm not trying to throw you off of anything, Geyser. I want to know, what are your thoughts on what's supposed to be like the most expensive movie shot in Australia happening right now? Excuse me. I wonder if I can find the news about it. Yeah, here it is. This one. Biggest film ever made in Australia. Matt, I have a friend who works 7 days a week and has a hard time living in their little apartments or their little house and paying rent and everything else that goes with it. When I say little house, it's like I don't know. It's like I don't know how to describe it. It's an apartment, but yeah. We should watch some Ausploitation films. Oh my god, Geyser. Show me an Ausploitation film, Geyser, and I might be willing to watch it. And by the way, Matt, it's not like they live somewhere that I deem expensive. Like I could be wrong, but they live in Wisconsin, and I feel like Wisconsin is not like the money state here. It's not like living in New York City. Excuse me. And that's on top of their crushing debts that they have from going to school and from not being able to pay everything else in general. It's rough. Ooh, what's this place? Oh yeah, I know it's not new. I know it's not distinct from other stories that you've heard, Matt. It's just really crappy that we have to hear the stories all the time, and they're not even in the worst situation you've heard, Matt. I hear about other people who are in much worse situations, who work even crazier hours, and they can afford even less, based on what they are, and it's shitty. It's just garbage, and that's kind of like so. The big thing about that article I sent you, Matt, was that Canada was thinking about UBI as a replacement for a lot of other social programs. So instead of having to be on welfare or anything else like that, you just get UBI. No one questions it. You get your money. No one you don't have to fill out forms. Go to work if you can to make yourself a little extra money or not. And it's just like that's how it goes. And they were saying that if they got rid of the other social programs like welfare, they probably could afford to have UBI. Yeah, exactly. Same thing, guys. Are exactly the same thing. Here, Lloyd. It's a fairy tale series. Fairy tales, fairy tales, genus. Really? Fine. Let's see. Chronica Angelorium, Volume 1. Oh, sorry, guys. My throat's going. My voice is going. Oh, the angel story. That's a legend about the world's regeneration. Yeah, let's have a look. In the beginning, a vast and timeless tree grew at the heart of the world. From its branches grew an endless crop of mana, primordial element of all life. Its leaves thrummed with the boundless of vibrant energy. Humankind harnessed that mana, that energy, and ruled over the world as gods. Mana beat the study of magic technology. Magic technology beget war. The two great nations, Silverant, and Tethela, shared naught in common but a mutual hatred. As the war progressed, it drained the great tree of its life and mana. But even as the world tree withered, mankind would not hear of peace. In time, their war gave rise to the Desians, a race of blind and hateful greed. They drove to the world on its knees and nearly exploited all life upon it. This race likes to use big words. Oh, we got Dr. Wild impression? Alright. What kind of Dr. Wild could we do today? Let's see here. What haven't I done in a while? I kind of like this one the best. No. It's Wingardium Leviosa, not Wingardium Leviosa. Mega Man? What's the matter? That does not. That was, guys. Don't you know Dr. Wily? That's him. Like, I'm just saying, guys. That's Dr. Wily. I think you guys are forgetting about having played the game recently. I consider parties of having given up revoking it and actually won re-election by speaking of expanding it. That was the most Mega Man thing I've ever seen. There you go. Blame the translator, not the author. It was written in Angelian, of course. Angelin. Is there any more to the story? I don't see Volume 2 here. It's cool. Like, I really do. I like that world building like a lot. I usually don't like seeing it built in a book, but still very cool that they're doing it this way. I like the back and forth in the characters. Guys, this is a goddamn breath of fresh air compared to that god awful Berseria. Like, this is far and away a totally different. Like, I don't know how they got from this game to Berseria. Hey, look, Chronica Angelorium, Volume 2. Taking pity upon mankind and his folly, the goddess Martel sent unto the world a boy to serve as her agents. No, the game is good, man. I'm right now I'm complaining about Berseria, dude. This one. If I still have it somewhere. This piece of garbage. This piece of crap. This piece of crap. This one. I don't know, man. So far, it's pretty good. He brought the warring nations to accord, sealed away the Desians, and restored peace in the world. Yet it was too late to save the great tree, whose branches had forever withered. Man was lost in the world. So spoke the king of Tethela. As penance for bringing a war upon this land, we'll live for all time. Upon hearing those words, Mythos drew upon the divine power of Martel to erect a tower that reached the heavens. The people of Tethala sealed it, never halting their march until they come to live upon the moon. What, the moon? Okay. Sorry. This game is depressing. I hope not. Like, I don't know. I can get by with depression, I guess. The King of Silverant spoke thusly. Let's construct a portal to link our worlds. Now we may forever have lose our bond with our brothers of Tethala. Hearing honest love and contrition in the king's plea, Mythos once more called upon the power of the goddess. Serving as her instrument, he created a great stone gate that would open only when the moon was full. Wow, the folks from Tethala live on the moon? That's a fairy tale, Lloyd. Nothing is on the moon. Really? Do you find it then uplifting, guys, or instead of depressing? Because things can tell a very fine line between those two, like hopeful and uplifting versus depressing. When it gets serious, it showcases the importance since you care as you played with the entire time. That's cool. What? You've been here? You've been there to check? Not personally, no. So how do you know? Somebody could have been up there right now. Okay, fine. I suppose that could be the tiniest possibility of that utter unlikelihood. There's definitely 100% guaranteed people living on the moon. 100%. I'm guessing that's it for the volumes right now. That's okay. Sorry, I don't have as many good quotes as Neon does. I'm more to sounds and quotes. Aisha was chosen to be the dancer for the Stone Dice ritual. She's beautiful. It's only natural that she'd be chosen. But for her to be chosen now, of all times, I'm much more to sounds and videos, dude. God damn it. And here I was saying I wouldn't say anything stupid like Neon does. That's never gonna happen to me. I invoke his name and I've suffered because of it. Sai, I hope Lunar isn't thinking of doing something stupid. Give me more information, please. What am I examining? Ah, here we go. Oh, Mystery Chef. Heck yeah. Oh, sorry, Wonder Chef. I'll see. I mean, I feel like there's definitely people living. There has to be at least one person. I feel like there's in this game. There's got to be at least one person living on the moon. That's how I feel. I am the mysterious gourmet, the Wonder Chef. All right, I shall teach you the recipe for the dish that stirs the blood of people of hunting cultures. Meat stew. Learn how to cook meat stew. Cool. Meat stew requires 2 ingredients: some type of meat and kelp. Nice. Farewell. Coolio. Okay. That's a little odd. Does this lead nowhere? Guys, I made some fantastic Japanese curry today. Like I made stew. Let's see if I have any left over. I'll show you. But I did put too much ginger in there. You can't really see much, unfortunately. There you go. It's not bad. There you go. Meat. Oh man, sorry, dude. I will say, Matt, how dare you have nice things. Sorry, I will say, once once vegetarian products taste as good as meat, cost as little as meat does, cook as well as meat does, and is healthier for you than meat, I will gladly eat it and not worry about it. I need to leave the computer flat. Speaking of food, tonight's dinner is more pot pies, baked chicken this time with some phyllo pastry, nice. Caramelized veggies, mostly carrots and onions, which are delicious. Chunks of potato, ooh, yum. We're using chicken thighs since they're the most tender for stews. Heck yeah, dude. Okay, so I know that they're both fine. This is not so. I'm not saying the taste is not the problem. The problem is Impossible and Beyond Meat are not cheaper than regular beef. You're spending the exact same amount of money on Impossible and Beyond Meat compared to regular beef. Same price. Second, I've seen the Impossible and the Beyond Meat burgers, and I've seen their sheets. I've seen their... Yeah, it is... You're 100% right, Matt. That's why I'm saying... That's why I'm not saying I'll never be a vegetarian, because it doesn't bother. Like, I can give up meat if I had something that tasted similar at a cheaper cost. If you can give me a chicken, like a vegetarian substance that tastes and has the same consistency as chicken, no problem. If it's cheaper, especially, I'll gladly eat it. No problem, dude. But that's exactly it, Geyser. I saw the sheet. I saw not the cow sheets, but I saw the health sheets for those things, and it's like the Impossible and the Beyond are not better for you than regular burgers. The only difference is that you're not eating meats, and I'm not saying that there's no benefit to not eating meat. There's benefit to not eating meats, but the issue is that for something that's as bad for you as a burger, I may as well just get a burger. That's my thinking. It's bad for me in different ways. Like that's what I'm saying. There is less environmental impact. 100% agree. Like that's what I'm saying. There's no difference. There is less environmental impact, but that's my biggest problem with that is, Matt, and I'll be honest with you, my biggest issue is that environmental impact is not one person. It's not even a lot of people. A lot of our environmental impact is what's being done by corporations. Everything that corporations do is try to push the idea onto us that we don't recycle enough. We don't reuse enough. We consume too much. It's all about what us as one person, as a people do. A whole entire city does not equate to what one factory in that city will make in a year. But yeah, eating meat is worse for the environment, Matt. 100% agree. But eating meat compared to eating Impossible meat or Beyond Meat has almost the same impact on me. At home, it's different though. If you're eating, does it? I don't know, man. I very rarely watch anything like that. I don't really watch. What's his name? Is Jamie Oliver now? That took over from him. I really couldn't get into even on the subjects that I really enjoy, that I like. I still have a hard time getting into. John Oliver. Yeah. 100 kilos of veggies, guys. Are holy crap. Sorry guys, I got a staple on my foot. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. God damn, that sucks. Alright. We got it. Let's throw it away in something that's not gonna come back and kill me. Yeah, that's that. See, I haven't seen that, but that's something that's been well known for a long. Yes, 100%. And I try and tell people when I can. It's not about It's not about reusing. Reusing is the third step in the program. Or sorry, recycling is the third step in our program. Not what do we do? The first thing we're supposed to do. The first thing you're supposed to do is reduce. And we don't reduce. We don't reduce how we consume. We don't reduce in what capacity we consume. And I'm not saying you need to consume less in general, but how about like the way even packaging, even our packaging is not reduced. But it's not just that. Look in the landfills and tell me how much old electronics are in there nowadays. And that's supposed to be my fault that I even if I change my phone every year, would that have been? Well, that's still sure. I could not change my phone every. I don't. I have my. What is it? It's the S7 still. Not because I don't want a new phone, but because I've never found a phone as good as my S7 currently. So I just haven't upgraded. But the idea is they're building stuff for us to throw away. So where's the reduction in what we're using, what we're consuming? It's like you were saying that John Oliver was saying. Companies like to hand off to consumers what we're doing wrong. Guys, you need to recycle more. Don't worry about our plants. Our plants, our construction plants, they make a little bit of pollution. But you guys not recycling every day, that's the issue. God damn it, but it frustrates me so much. Because then I have to hear other people spout off the same garbage that companies tell them. No. I chose me to dance for the Stone Dice ritual. She's beautiful and it's the only natural that should be chosen. But for her to be chosen now of all times? It's really crappy because you have a lot of people who quote verbatim what companies want them to say. If you just recycled more, we could save the planet. If you wouldn't use a straw or a plastic straw, we wouldn't have so much plastic in the oceans. I'm like, sure, you're probably right. We shouldn't use plastic straws, but the industry still decides to produce plastic straws like crazy. COVID, what is it, Geyser? Hey, go away. They'll find me. Well, we know where you're hiding, at least. Fine. Pete, where are you? Well, I know where he is. Why can't they tell them? I'm not mute. Fine, whatever. Let's keep on going. Why was it anti not the greatest tag team in WWE history? And you almost call him Tugboat. Well... I can't believe I broke Madame's treasure vase. Now I'll be chosen as the next sacrifice for sure. What should I do? What? What do you mean I'll be chosen for the next sacrifice? What's going on in this town? Geyser. So, Earthquake. Yeah, Earthquake. Hold on. Yeah, Earthquake was one of the best big men of all time, Geyser. He deserved much better than he got. Don't worry about rats. There's dust on the edge of the plates. Hello? I can't believe the behavior of young people these days. That told me nothing. Hello? Don't have any bounds bury me. Okay, well I guess we're getting out of here. Dude, John Tenta is a wonderful human being. Wonderful person. He's great. Great big man. No qualms about him. And he's supposed to be a wonderful, wonderful dude. But yeah, don't worry about Matt. We only talk about wrestling only like 80% of the time. No, but more than that is that we only talk about old wrestling, so you're not really missing much. Hello? Is there a reason I cannot get onto this dais? On the dais, on the dais. On the dais, on the dais. On the dais, on the dais. Oh, on the dais. On the dais, on the dais. God damn, it's late. Alright. That's amazing. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Guys, when am I losing you to like your work, your school, by the way, or the teaching? I mean, because I don't want to lose you to your students. How am I gonna live without hearing you talk about John Tenta and all the financial stuff I love hearing about? All right, that's pretty good.